I think that's all we need in life. Good weather, peaceful life, and your dollars. What are we talking about? Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Brengi. People call me Bree. If this is your first time joining, thank you for coming through, checking out my videos. If you like what you see, definitely hit down the subscribe button down there. Comment down below about what you would like to see more of. Y'all need to grab a little snack, grab some drink, drink some water, hydrate yourself, because we're about to talk about my move from New York to Houston, from the Big Apple to the Lone State. So my move was a little bit of a struggle. It was a little difficult in the beginning. I had like a really tough time. One of the reasons why I moved from New York to Houston was just to find some peace within. That was like major for me, like finding peace, feeling whole, trying to figure out what we doing, how we doing it, where we going in life kind of situation. And I'm still trying to figure that out, but I know for a fact I'm on the right track than where I was last year. It was crazy. So this is how the story goes. One day I woke up in the middle of the night. I was just like tossing and turning. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm hot. Like the AC was on blast. I'm hot. I'm stressed. What's going on? I'm in a cold sweat. And there was a voice. I was like, you got to go. Pack up, head out to Houston. And I was like, oh, just like that? Funny enough, like I had planned on moving to Houston like 3 years ago, and it never happened. I never did it. I ended up helping my mom move out to Houston, and I stayed in New York City. And in them 3 years, it was cool. I was like, oh, I'm adulting. We doing it right. And surely enough, I was just like, I'm over the city. This is cool and all, but like, I'm over it. I don't feel like there's much here for me anymore. So I listened to that voice, the little voice in my ear that told me to leave. And a week later, I packed up my stuff and I just headed on out. Like, yeah, I didn't even take much. I had like a suitcase, and my suitcase was mostly filled with books. Like, it was a struggle. I'm gonna see if I have some of the footage there. But like, it was a struggle. I didn't even have a phone at the time when I moved here. I think my phone had broke, or yeah, it had fell in the water because I had started a new job out there. I had started a new job in New York City, and the first day I worked, my phone fell in the toilet. My phone was water damaged. I had the phone, but it just did not work. So like, it was just such a struggle. I had to like find Wi-Fi and use my iPad to like make Google voice calls. Like, it was a struggle, y'all. Before I left New York City, I applied for jobs and stuff like that just to secure myself, and I got hired as a personal trainer. And I'm just like, yes, like I'm gonna go to Houston. I got my job lined up, like we lit. So I come out to Houston, whatever, it's day one of work. I'm like, okay, I don't got a car. Let me put in the address in Uber. Uber pops up, $25.14 to Sugarland. I'm like, what the hell is a Sugarland? Like, why is it $25 to get to Sugarland? Whatever. So boom, I'm like, well, you know what? It's the first day of work. Whatever I make at work is gonna add up, whatever, because I was getting paid $17 an hour, which is freaking phenomenal in Houston. Like, that's really good. As it started, like, as your first job in Houston, $17 an hour is lit. And that's without the commission of clients and stuff. That was just hourly. I would get like incentives based off like my clients and my commission and stuff like that. But that's a different story. Anyway, so $25.14. I hop in an Uber, whatever. 15 minutes to get there. I'm like, I paid $25 for a 15-minute ride. Like, that's ridiculous, whatever. And that's what it was. So then I had to pay $25 to get back to where I was staying, which was my mom's house. And I was just like, okay, let me do this math. Let's run this back real quick, because I am a mathematician. I pride myself in math. I love math. I can hit you with some percentage. I can hit you with them dollars. I'm about that shmoney, honey. I'm about that percentage. I'm about them numbers. And yeah, so I'm doing the math 25 times 2 is 50 times 5 days a week is 25 is 250 times 4 weeks within that month is $1,000. I'm not paying $1,000 to get to work when I can just like not up. We let that one go real quick. So yeah, I did that, and then I started working at another gym, which was in Kirby, in Rice Village, which was a lot closer. It was like a $10 Uber, which was a lot better than paying $25. I was like paying $20 a day to get to work, so $100 a week, $400 a month, transportation or whatever. And that's only because I didn't have a car. Y'all, if y'all move to Houston, make sure you get a car. It'll save your life. So yeah, that was the process of that, and then I just ended up quitting there because they wasn't paying nothing. I went from getting $17 an hour to making what, $10 an hour. I don't even know the last time I made $10 an hour. Like, dude, when I was 18, I was making like $20 an hour. Like, we not doing that. It's over for that. It's a dub. So I ended up quitting that job, and I found another gig bartending, which was a lot better because I was putting in probably like $200 to $300 a night, working four nights or whatever, and it was cool. It was clutch. Like I was getting paid, I was getting my money or whatever, and that's pretty much how I was able to save up and leave my parents' house. But you know, the whole pandemic happened or whatever, and like they shut down the restaurant, and I was left to pretty much fend for myself for the most part. I started doing an online business of building websites and designing apps and stuff for people, freelancing. So I would do web development, app design, and stuff like that, and get paid doing that. So that's pretty much how I managed to get out of my mom's house. Long story short, I'm pretty sure that was a long-winded response, but it is what it is. Now you got the gist. Fast forward, moving forward, boom. There's pros and cons of moving to Houston. One of the pros to moving to Houston is that the weather is phenomenal. The weather is bomb. You come from this brick ass, cold, freezing New York City winter to this all around beautiful weather here in Houston. The coldest it's been since I've been here, and I moved in the winter, so like around Thanksgiving. Yeah, so around Thanksgiving, which is the winter, the coldest it's been out here was 56 degrees. I remember going on my phone and looking in the weather app and checking the weather in New York City. They on 36. I'm like, what we doing? Nah, bro, like we good out here. We nice and toasty, like we soaking in that sun, we getting tanned out here, like it's lit. But yeah, that's definitely one of the pros about moving to Houston, is the weather. It can get a little weird sometimes, like a little bipolar, because it would say it's gonna thunderstorm all freaking day, like, and it thunderstorm for like 2 minutes. Like it comes down though, like it's raining men, cats, dogs, front laces, eyelashes. It all comes down when it rains in Houston. Like there's no chill button with the rain in Houston. I don't think it's ever drizzled out here. It be raining. Good thing about it, it only rains for like 2 minutes, and the rest of the day is like super sunny. Like right now it's really sunny. It just stopped raining, and I'm sure it's about to rain again because the sun is like in and out, and we trying to do this video, so the sun need to, like, you know, work with me here. Like, let's do this. But anyway, definitely one of the pros about moving to Houston is the weather. Yo, it's beautiful out here. It does get to like 100 degrees sometimes, but it's not humid. It's dry heat. There are days where it's like humid after it rains, of course, but most of the time it's just dry heat. And even then, like you're barely outside. Like you leave your apartment or your house or whatever, your condo, wherever the heck you live at. You hop in your car, you hop in your whip, where it's nice and AC'd. You go to your destination and you good to go. Wherever you go, there's usually AC. So like the weather is not a big thing. People come here, they complain about the weather. I'm just like, y'all need to live in New York for a while. I would never complain about heat ever again, because that New York City heat is different. It smells like armpits. It's just stuffy. It's just, it's nasty. You ever went to 34th Street Station? Oh, Jesus, no, it's nasty. Another one of the pros to move into Houston is this peace. Woo, child, we are living in peace. Oh, I just caught the Holy Spirit, because like the way this piece is set up is just everything. You don't hear like you don't hear none of that. You don't hear sirens coming through down the block. Like you don't hear airplanes and helicopters. You don't hear nothing. You might hear like the cars swishing through, nice and cute, like white noise. It's beautiful. Ambience is nice, but it is so peaceful out here. I just got so excited. Like I don't know why I got so hyped, but like the peace is everything. Like we gotta keep the peace, and that's one of the reasons why I moved out here, to be at peace. Woosah. Oh gosh, the peace is nice. So if you want like a peaceful place to live, anywhere but New York City is where you need to go. Like Houston is a city for sure, but you just have like these suburban, you have like these suburban characteristics to it, which is really nice. Yeah. Okay, another pro to moving to Houston is that you stacking them coins up, baby. You're not paying this arm, this leg, whatever else you need to be selling to get to your rent. You're not paying your life and rent. You are not living to work in Houston. You are working to live, which is nice. Like in New York, I feel like I was just like, ask my friends about me. I was hustling, y'all. Ask about me. I was doing it all. Videographer, real estate agent, bartender, fitness instructor. Like we was getting it however way we can, and that's pretty much what it was living in New York City. Like granted, I was blessed with my apartment. Like I have a beautiful 3-bedroom apartment in Harlem, and I don't pay as much as everyone else pays because like I got lucky. But that apartment that I have would have went for at least, because it is in Harlem, $2,400 to $2,700 for a 3-bedroom in that area where I have my place at now. Here in Houston, a 3-bedroom is like $1,200, $1,100, and you get a balcony, and you get a pool, and you get a gym, and you get peace. You get it all. You get the bang for your buck out here in Houston. So that's definitely one of the pros. And then the food is hella cheap. It is so cheap, y'all. I went to H-E-B the other day, and I got like a little 10-pound of chicken, like 10-pound of chicken wings. I can make me some chicken and waffles, you know, that be hitting. 10-pound of wings came out to like $5. In New York City, that same bag would have been probably $15. Like, y'all, there's just like no comparison when it comes to like money. You just save, you stack up. You are setting yourself for life when you leave New York City. I feel like if you're not already established in New York City and you're like around my age, your late 20s, and you're trying to figure it out, like you making ends meet, and you trying to like, you know, you not poor, but you not wealthy either. You got enough to do you kind of situation, but you need a little more to build. You need to get up out the city. That's just my opinion. But anyway, so definitely one of the pros is you save a lot of money here in Houston and everything. Like your insurance is a lot cheaper. My sister told me she was paying $400 to $500 for her Benz and insurance. I'm just like, sister, what? Sister, who? How? Like, what? Girl, that's your car note and insurance and 10 pounds of wings here. Like, what we talking about? We're not doing that. So yeah, definitely a pro. Weather, peace, and coins. I think that's all we need in life. Good weather, peaceful life, and your dollars. What are we talking about? Aside from the pros, we do have some cons or whatever. One of the cons about moving to Houston was that chopped cheese just does not exist here. Like, it's not a thing. chopped cheese in Houston. Like, it just does not exist, and that hurts my soul so much. Like, you don't even understand. First of all, we don't got bodegas, we don't got delis. Like, we don't got none of that. You need to actually go somewhere to get a sandwich. Subway's ill. Who wants to eat that? They have like Jersey Mike, but ew, who wants to eat that? We need that fresh grill, off the grill, chopped cheese. Yo, let me get a chopped cheese with everything on it. So yeah, they do have a Philly cheesesteak, but it don't be hitting like ox at the deli or poppy at the bodega. Like, it don't hit the same way. And unfortunately, that's what it is. So I just stopped eating Philly cheesesteak. Like, this is not a thing anymore for me. I bet you when I go to New York next week, I'm on it. I'm getting me a chopped cheese, I'm getting me a Philly cheesesteak, and I'm getting me some Chinese food. Y'all, that Chinese food in New York City be hitting. Like, the Chinese food here is not the same. It might be more authentic, granted, I guess. But like, if you've had Chinese food from New York City, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, that it just hits differently. End of story, period. You don't have the variety of food here that you have in New York City. Like, I can go down the block and get Jamaican food, and then go around the corner and get Indian food, and walk down that way and have me some sushi. Like, it's not the same here. It's like, you do have like a variety or whatever, but like, you gotta go deep. And I ain't got a car, ain't nobody trying to pay Uber to go nowhere. Like, we in a pandemic, we chilling right here, Postmate it up. It is what it is. So yeah, definitely the variety of food, which is one of my downfalls here. I'm just like, oh my god, I love to eat. Yeah. Okay, so I really went in on the food though. Like, it's not that serious. Moving forward, another con about moving from Harlem to Houston is the transportation. Like I said, I don't drive. I was in the process of getting a car, and I decided not to get it because like, I felt like they was trying to swindle me. They saw that I was my first time car buyer, and they was trying to get me. I was just like, calculations, like, my mind was going, like, we're not doing that. You're not about to get me for an extra couple $1,000s. It's not happening. And then on top of that, I'm not going nowhere. It's like, we're in the middle of a pandemic, so like, I'm cool, I'm chilling. But definitely transportation is a big thing. It's a lot cheaper to travel in New York City than it is in Houston, because you have like the MTA. You just need a Metro card and you can just go where the hell you want to go. And then Uber Pool is lit. Uber Pool just doesn't exist in Houston. This is not a thing. And I don't think Uber Pool is a thing anymore right now in New York City. I hope not, because that would defeat the purpose of 6 feet distancing. Don't know how it goes. Hope everyone's keeping safe though in those cars, in those public transportations and stuff. So definitely transportation is a big thing. It's definitely like one of the cons. If you don't have a car in Houston, you need a car, period. The last con about moving from Harlem to Houston is everything closes like mad early. Like midnight to 2 a.m. early. You know how New York City is. We the city that never sleeps. We be turned up all night, every night. Like, what we doing? Turned. In New York City, things close that usually bars and places close at 4 a.m. and even after the bar, we have after hour spots, which closes at 10 a.m. So they literally open like at 4 a.m. and close at 10 a.m. So there's always something to do in New York City. Whereas here, if it's midnight and you want to go do something, you kind of assed out. Like, you're gonna have to wait till the next day or the next week, and like, who knows what's happening. It's not happening right now. I don't really care about that. I didn't come out here to turn up, party, whatever. And I'm also getting old. Like, that used to be old brew. Old brew was like turned up. Like, we every weekend in the club, we popping them bottles, we getting that hookah, we lit. But then I found Jesus. Let's not forget about that. Found Jesus, so we're not doing that no more. It's just the fact that things close at 2 a.m. doesn't really bother me, but it does like, it's just a reminder when I have people that comes to visit. Like, my brother and my sister came to visit last month, and yeah, we went to like this club, whatever, to celebrate and stuff, and they closed at 2 a.m. and my brother was like, yo sis, what's up? Like, I thought this was it. Like, I'm like, this is it, but like, you need to calm down because you're old and you shouldn't be turning up like this. No way. Like, where you getting that energy from? I don't care for it. I'm just letting y'all know what's up, and that's really it. So aside from that, like, it's just been a really great experience. It did start a little rough, but we made it happen. It's dope. Like, I love it. So that is my little spiel about moving from Harlem to Houston, New York City to Texas, and I hope y'all enjoyed that. I hope it was helpful for you. If you want to see anything else, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe and like, comment, share, tell your friends, tell your family that Brengi has arrived. We're about to take over. Y'all, one thing I am doing is I am just buying black. Hate me, love me, it is what it is. I'm supporting my people. So if you have any black businesses that you want to shout out, comment that below. DM me on Instagram at brengi.ma. So that's BRENGI.MA. Tag them in a photo or something. Just let me know what's up. Let me see. I want to see what they got. I'm definitely, listen, I'm a consumer. I like to purchase, but if they want to send me something, we can do that too. It is what it is. But if you have any business that you want to promote, let me know, and we gotta get these coins together, baby. So thank you for tuning in. I see y'all next week at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. I'm lying. Why don't I know the Pacific Time? Well, I'll see y'all next week. Please be safe, y'all. We need each other. I need you. I need you, okay? I'm going to New York for my birthday next week. I'm super excited about that. I'll definitely post, do a little vlog about that, you know. I will show you like little snips of my New York life, where I be at, where I was at, how I was raised and all that stuff, my friends, my tribe. And yeah, see you next week, babies. Hugs.